It's okay to change the storyline and the world of your game in order to make the fiction better, in order to make the world work better, and in order, if you something comes in your head, in order for you to make that new idea come in. I'm reading through Daggerheart right now, and I came to in the introduction, there's player principles, and one of those player principles is hold on gently. And the first thing I thought was of that song, like "Hold on, lose they." Doesn't matter. "Hold on gently" uh, is the first thing I thought when I read that is how important this is to have in a book. Uh, to let GMs know that it's okay to make changes as you go along if it's going to make for a better and more fun time at the story. This says improvisational storytelling isn't always perfect, and that's okay. Hold on gently to the fiction, enough that you don't lose the pieces that matter, but not so tightly that the narrative has no room to breathe. You have to allow this story to breathe and change. You're going to be playing this for months, maybe even years. There's going to be changes. There's going to be things that you think of. You're going to watch a show and be like, oh man, that would be awesome. You're going to read something and want to add that little thing in there, and you're like, oh, well, it would break this. Break it. It's okay to break it. Um, when I sent this to Eric because I liked this section, he said, oh, it's like in Critical Role when they would mess up something and people would get upset and be like, what about this? And Eric said, it's just a game. It's just a game. That's the whole thing. And games are meant to be fun. And the best way you can do that is by making it the most fun that you can. So keep that in mind when you are creating your world, when you're creating your game. It's okay to make changes in order to make a better story. I'm currently re listening to The Adventure Zone Balance. When you meet this character, Davenport, Davenport talks and speaks. And then in a throwaway joke about him being a Pokemon because Griffin forgot his voice, Griffin says, Davenport, 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 and just has him say Davenport over and over again. And then that becomes literally one of the most important parts about that character and a devastating thing about that character as it moves along. You can do that in your world. You can make changes to your world in order to make a better narrative and make it more fun at the table. This ends with trust the GM and your fellow players will all create something beautiful and memorable by the end. That's what this is all about, creating something beautiful together. So allow your world to change and just have fun. It's a game.